Hello, YouTube. Today is Friday. This week has been hella busy for me. I've been working on my Gambit Jumper, or it's an Instagram test knit. I'm going to show you the projects that I'm working on now that I'm going to finish in this video. I'm working on my J.W. Anderson sweater that I started in like September, and I'm finally seaming it all together now. It's like I have had the pieces done for months. It has literally been like ready for months. I just haven't done it. So I'm doing that now. It's gonna be done soon. It's so heavy. It weighs a lot. I actually stopped like midway while I was crocheting the cuff to the sweater. So let me just take out the crochet hook real quick. It's inside out right now because I had just put the sleeves on. So this is what it looks like right now, inside out. I should weigh it because I mean it probably doesn't weigh that much, but it's very heavy. It's like 100% wool, and it's worsted weight held double, so it's like super dense. It's gonna be so warm, except one of my friends kind of ruined it for me. She was like, "Oh, it looks like a drug rug." And I was like, dude, this is the J.W. Anderson sweater. How dare you ruin that for me? Like, okay, whatever. This is gonna be finished in this video. I've also been seeing a lot of those cute checkerboard crocheted bags on Instagram, and I really wanted one, so I am trying to learn how to crochet. This is what I have so far. It's about 5 inches. It has a ton of mistakes because this is literally the first thing I've ever crocheted. Like, I'll crochet my seams together on a sweater, but that's the extent of my knowledge. So I'm working on this. Hopefully I can finish this in this video too. I definitely started that about a month ago and took a couple weeks off. And then my biggest headache of a project, but also my favorite project right now, is the Gambit Jumper. This is, it's an Intarsia jumper. I keep calling it a jumper because the girl who designed it is in the UK. This is gonna, like, I doubt I will even weave the ends because it's gonna be such a to weave the ends. Look at this. It would take me like a whole nother day after I finish the sweater. Right now I have the front and the back and the neck, and then the neck is gonna be folded over. It's gonna be a nice clean finish, and I still have to do the sleeves. And I've been like staying up like really late trying to do this. I knitted the whole front in a day, and it was like 8 hours of knitting straight. And then I like looked at the Instagram group chat, and hella people who are also test knitting were like, does this have to be due on Saturday? Because like I'm not done yet. And I was like, fuck, like me neither. And luckily like it doesn't. It was just like a loose deadline because I think everybody was feeling the pain of that deadline. Like, she gave us 15 days to do this, which seems like a lot, and it definitely was enough time. But if the front took 8 hours, the back took 8 hours, the sleeves you cast on the same amount, like each piece is gonna take 8 hours. I'm like, and the twisted rib stitch, it has twisted rib stitch, which is so beautiful, but I'm so slow at twisted rib stitch. I hope that was a good balance of like complaining and also sharing my excitement towards these projects, because I'm really hyped to have this sweater. I just gotta fucking finish it. Those are my projects. Those are the projects that live on my couch, and they will be done by the end of this video. Also, this might be the last video I ever film in this apartment because I'm moving to a new apartment. Yay! Okay, well, I think that's all for now.
Yeah, running, got me gunning. Old school cat, got me stunning. Funny how the rest gon' come in. Funny how you back for the loving. I got one too many tricks up my sleeve. I must need overdose of empathy. My pops and me, more screenshots of me. The streets are free, go ahead and take from me. Feeling right, out of line. Gotta hit my boy Ricky for the whip of time. Proud of driven, but it's nothing like the climb and grind. Take the time, tripping over space and time. My mind in line, spinning like a god of time. My modest mind, speaking from my heart, a kind of way to find another way to pass the time. I made my mind a station kind of
much better. So pale. It has been many weeks. It's been like a month. I will show you what I made. I did not finish my crochet bag. I just like cannot get into crochet like that. I really want to. I really want to, especially now during the summer when everyone's making like all these really cute crochet things. I actually have like a little internet friend who she does crochet and she does like amazing crochet. And the other day she posted this hat on her Instagram and I was like, oh my god, that's the cutest hat ever. I have to figure out how to make one of those. And like the next day she was like, I'm doing commissions, like let me know if you want me to make you one. And I was like, fuck, I should ask her to make me one. No, like you should try to, like you should learn how to do it yourself. Like you know how to knit, like you can learn how to crochet. I made like, I started a hat, I had like this much. I can show you a picture of how much I made, but I just like, I don't know, I'm not in the headspace to learn something new right now, I guess. Fast forward to yesterday, like 2 weeks later, she posts again and she's like, I have 2 commissions available. And so I was like, fuck it. And I just emailed her and I was like, can I buy one? So I'm gonna get that on Monday. I'm so excited. Or maybe she's gonna send it on Monday from SF, so pretty close. But I'm so excited. So hopefully I will have that and show it to you in my next video. And hopefully that next video will be sooner. I did finish my J.W. Anderson sweater and my checkerboard sweater. I will put the links for both of the sweaters in the bio. The J.W. Anderson one is free and then the checkerboard one is, it's just a couple dollars I think. But it was really fun to make. It took a really long time. I did not weave any of my ends because I just made it for myself and I didn't feel like I needed to weave the ends for myself. Maybe I will one day. Here it is. So she's calling it the Gambit Jumper. It's available to purchase online. Oh, I actually did mess up here. I was so, like, I was knitting this and I went to the body and I would like count it. I was like, okay, I'll start from this end so the pattern will match up. And I must have done it backwards because it did not match up. This was the last thing I did, pretty much, was I attached the sleeve to the body. And when I did, I like wanted to cry because I had spent weeks making this. It doesn't matter, I'm not unraveling it, it's fine. Like nobody notices that shit. Some people do, but most people don't, okay? And that's fine. It looks really good on camera. The colors look a little bit brighter on camera. Okay, so that's that. Oh wait, let me show you the inside. The inside is like nuts without, since I didn't weave any of the ends, but it looks so dope. It reminds me of the Knit Cave sound suits, although it does not make any sound. I probably should weave some of the ends because whenever I wear this, I have to like tuck the ends into my pants. You don't see them sticking out of the sweater. And I also did the neck ribbing. I did like a mix. I did a mix of the yarns. So I did like mostly pink on one, mostly green, a little like marling. I also made this sweater. J.W. Anderson. I was about a year late to this sweater and I still haven't added the buttons. Maybe I'll do that, but I don't think it's really necessary right now. Sweater is so warm. It's 100% wool. I will try to figure out what yarn I used. I got it from Piedmont Yarn in Oakland and it was just 100% wool. It was like $8 a skein. I did hold it double, so it's quite lofty. It's so big, but it's like good big. I did like run out of yarn, so I had to do a little bit of, like I ended up with a blue houndstooth patch because I ran out of red yarn and like this is just like all my leftovers. And then I crocheted the ribbing on. Yeah, this sweater is dope. I love this sweater so much. When I was making it, I was like, why did I do this? Like everyone has this sweater, it's really not that special. But now that I have it and I have worn it, I love it so much. It's one of my favorite things that I've made. What else can I say about this? Oh, when I was making this, so one of the boxes is, it's like a kind of brioche stitch, this. And I was knitting this like back in September, October when I started. I was knitting it like this. So this is the wrong side here. And I was just knitting, like maybe I was at my mom's house or she was at my apartment or something. And she was like,
oh, that's the back side, right?
And I was like,
no mom, that's the front. Like obviously that's the front. It's way fancier.
And so I did like 5 of them and then I look at the pattern and I'm like, you know, this really doesn't look like it, but I know that I'm doing it correctly. And then I realized that, you know, this is the back and like my dumb ass was so confident when I was like, this is the front, Mom. Like, what? Half of them have the wrong side out for the green brioche. The other half are correct. The correct ones really look so much better. Like, these are just like asking to snag on something, but I'll just be careful when I wear it because I'm not unraveling. Nope. Like I said, it's July, so I probably won't be wearing this like during the day very much. Could definitely wear it at night. It's so cozy. I'm gonna get dressed to go like out for the day. I just woke up. Can you tell? My brain is not fully functioning. I did make this sweater recently. This is the first thing I've designed in a while. It's cables on the front and the back. I'll put a picture for my Instagram. And I did write down the pattern. So like I have the pattern and I've been trying to think of how I want to release it. Like, should I release it on Instagram for people to make it? Should I make a YouTube video and we could all make it together? Like, that could be fun. I don't really feel like I need to sell it. Or I could also sell it, I suppose. Let me know what you think or if you're interested in something like this. It's pretty classic. It's just like cables, vest, gray. Okay, I'm gonna put these things on now. So sick. The like rib cuffs are folding in a bit, I think because I crocheted them on the outside, but I think the crochet on the outside just looks super dope. And it does have a button placket, but I haven't found buttons yet. So there are buttonholes, but there are no buttons. I also moved. I'm in a new apartment now. I'll show you some. It's like I'm still unpacking, so, and like I want to paint the walls, so I'm not like totally satisfied with everything yet, but I'll show you some snippets of like some things that I like in my new apartment right now. Looks like way more vibrant on the camera, I think. I'll put some pictures in that I took on Instagram because of the pictures I took. My friend Yui took them and she's really good with the camera, so like not breathing in between words. This pattern was super easy to follow. Like, I was test knitting, so I had the first version of the pattern, and even then it was really easy to follow. She had like written instructions and also charts. And I'm not sure what made it into the final pattern, but I'm sure it's just as easy as it was during testing. So I would definitely recommend this if you want like something semi-challenging but very rewarding. Actually, these two patterns are the J.W. Anderson one. You kind of knit it in panels, so you're not doing intarsia. You knit down in 4 panels of patchwork, and then you attach all of them with a darning needle, or you could crochet them all together, which is what I did. So that's kind of like the easy version of this. But that sweater is really nice because it's almost like a sampler stitch sweater, because you do like 5 different stitches and most of them are just knits and purls. I mean, I guess like all stitches are just knits and purls, but it's just a really good variety of stitches to kind of like familiarize yourself with knitting. So I definitely recommend the J.W. Anderson one for like a beginner project. You also knit everything separately and then you attach it all together, so it's nice. Like, you're not like knitting with a whole sweater attached to your needles. You can just do little pieces and then put it all together, which is fun. You also do a little bit of intarsia with that. I guess technically it's jacquard, but with the houndstooth. And that was pretty simple to follow the chart for the houndstooth. And then this sweater, I would say, is like intermediate probably, because you are doing intarsia for all of this and it doesn't get quite messy. And then the ribs are twisted rib stitch, which is not hard. It's just I'm pretty slow with my twisted rib stitch. Like, compared to a regular rib, it definitely took me like twice as long. If you want to do a sweater that's in squares, I would recommend either of these. And you could definitely like take the J.W. Anderson pattern and like make it your own. Like, just use the technique. The technique was really simple. Blah 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 blah. That's all, because I didn't finish my crochet bag because I don't know, I made that vest instead. And I went to New York and I moved. I've got 3 test knits that I'm doing in the next month. So I'll definitely be doing a test knit video soon. I also really want to knit a dress. So maybe I'll do like a knit along dress. What was I just gonna say? Let me know if you guys are gonna try either of these patterns or if you've already made the J.W. Anderson sweater, because like I said, I'm about a year late to that one. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe and like my video if you're enjoying. I keep like putting my hand directly in like the crack between those doors. Yeah, let me know if you're gonna make this one, if you're gonna make the J.W. Anderson sweater, what your thoughts are about my vest. I would love to like do something kind of community based with that. I will be uploading again soon. Okay, bye.